Good morning all, welcome to day 15. Excuse me, still the morning. Got the kids off to school and everything, the young ones at kindy, wife's out at work, so I've just got the day to myself sort of thing. So once again, it's a bit of a tricky day there. Not sure what to do, got a bit of tidying up, doing stuff. But I'm just gonna head out for a walk and just try and work out where the day goes from here. Okay, so one of the things I really wanted to talk about is some of the medical help I've got and had. I think it might help some of you guys as well, because I keep seeing over different themes on Reddit as well as on some of my YouTube comments that people have sort of tried and gone back and whatever. Obviously, yeah, like everyone knows diazepam, Valium. That's to help with your I should preface this first, so this is not medical advice at all, by the way. This is just advice that I've been given by a decent doctor. The journey to find a good doctor took a few weeks. My usual doctor was not really listening to me when I was saying I need some more help, and they kept telling me to cut down. I know I've gone over this just roughly, briefly. And she gave me a short course of diazepam, which was going to last me 4 or 5 days or something, and I had to go to the chemist every day to get smaller increments down to 1 after a few days. And so I booked in with another doctor at the same surgery, and she said, well, it's a good start, but no, too quick, which is what I thought. And so they said to take 4 a day on my 4th day, basically, and keep that up for a couple of weeks. We're there now, and I'm on 1 a day. Up until the past 2 days, I haven't had any. 15 days, so I've only had it for 13 days really, because that's really that 7 to 10 day mark that you're really worried about, those tremors and physical reactions. That's what this is for. That's not really for the head stuff or anything. That's more willpower. So yeah, Valium's obviously going to be prescribed by any doctor, but the right course is important as well, and tapering off properly is very important. But one of the things that I was given last time I also quit was, this is the other thing, Antabuse. You can see this is mirrored now. But Antabuse is basically, it'll make you feel sick if you do have any alcohol. I haven't tested it, I'm too scared to. So that gives me a physical barrier. And the other one that I hadn't heard of, that my doctor actually suggested over this, but I still had some from last year, this cost $80 because it's not on the PBS, was acamprosat. Acamprosat. Now I know you're seeing that reverse, just the way I'm filming it, but this basically is designed to stop cravings for alcohol. It does something to your mind. I can't quite work out what. I did a little bit of research on it, but too many words that I could probably understand if I really researched each word, but let's have it right here. I take that 3 times a day, I take 2-3 times a day. The doctors told me I could be on that for a year or so. And why not? It seems to be working with that craving aspect, because if I do feel down and out, I know it's because of whatever I'm going through, not feeling like I need to reach for a drink to fix it. So it has been helping with that a lot as well. I did, once the doctor had sort of gone over that, I should also mention with the Valium, it may be helpful to have a support person if you go to see a doctor. When I had my wife with me, they were much more open to have just give me the script of, you know, a 50 box of Valium, and my wife was dispensing 4 a day to me as such, to the point where I started banking, and I've got a bunch around because I started cutting down myself. But doctors do have a worry about Valium and addicts, but there's also some issues with liver toxicity. So if you do have some already some issues with the liver, sometimes Valium is not an option, unfortunately, I've heard. Once again, not medical advice, just a few things that if you're not getting from your doctor that you may be able to talk about. And then the other one was, I mentioned vitamins, and they just suggested it's simple B1 thiamine. So B1 thiamine, that's just over the counter. This is a bed of it. 100 milligrams, take 1 of those a day. So I take the Antabuse 1 a day, or half a day, because that still works that way apparently. I haven't tested it. 1 of those a day. 2 of these 3 times a day for the cravings apparently. Seems to be working. And then they recently got onto something that's known as Effexor, I think. It's just a mild antidepressant to try and help with with all of the other stuff, I guess. You know, the head stuff and anxiety and everything else in general. That's usually prescribed for anxiety and panic disorders, etc. So, yeah, so that's sort of the way it looks. I've got this to sort them all out. I've had this for a while for some of my stomach issues, etc. But now it seems to have only Somac in there for my stomach. So Somac is pantoprazole, which is basically just relieves reflux, heavy reflux, etc. You can get that over the counter as well, but it costs a lot of money. On a script, it's a lot cheaper here. So I'm going to fill that up and I guess show you how it looks when it's all filled up. That's what that looks like, all filled up. The biggest dose in the morning. You can't really actually see it probably, but there's five tablets in the morning and then 2 and 2. There's actually Somac for the evening that I don't have. I need to refill the script, but they're only tiny little buggers like that anyway. Those Camprosol are a really weird shape. They're really like, they're big chonky boys. So that's my night time for all those. But it's a much better option than liver failure or something like that, you know. So we're doing it, we're doing everything we can. I just hope this was a bit of advice that you guys can catch. Once again, not medical advice at all. But yeah, if your doctors aren't talking about anything else or any options, maybe try and find another doctor, because there are some real medical options out there that I think have helped me get through this past couple of weeks a lot better than if it was just Valium itself, for example. Yeah, I think this stuff actually does wonders, because I just don't feel like drinking. I don't feel great all the time. I feel better sometimes, but I don't really feel like drinking's going to fix any of it. So I think that's doing that. Yeah. Yo, we're out here now. Sorry I haven't done much today really, guys. It's been a bit of a slow and flat day, you could say. After talking all this big smack talk the past couple of days about how good I'm feeling. It was always going to hit me one of these days, I guess. Been out for a couple of walks. I picked the kids up from school. Been doing stuff. I just didn't take you guys along with me anywhere, which is odd for me. Goes to show how probably off I was feeling. Probably mostly just to do with diazepam and coming down from that. But yeah, it's like losing an old friend in a way as well, right? It's sort of like a grieving process, I think, because I've made that decision to go completely without, and because I've got this craving medication, I don't really feel like when I was at home all day by myself, I didn't feel like I wanted, needed, or was looking for alcohol. That wasn't what was going to fix the flatness. I needed to fill it with something. It was so clouded I couldn't really work out simple tasks to fill it with, if that makes sense. So be prepared for that stuff, guys, I guess. Gonna have days that just don't feel right. Once again, a sense of normality. Don't have something to fix it every single time, but surely that's going to be alright, eh? But I guess there is also good news. I did get my contract all signed off, new job today, so no ambiguity. I'm starting on Monday. It's a great thing. I'm really excited about it. I just can't feel that excited today about it. It's a bit shitty. That's going to be cool. I was just talking about diazepam for a sec as well. I just remembered something I was meaning to cover yesterday. I was at that school concert for the kids, and sitting in an auditorium was quite loud. Cramped space with all the other parents around and all that. Just full-blown panic attack sort of set in, and I was meaning to take some diazepam with me, take one with me just in case, because it was the first day I wasn't going to have one at all. And I didn't, I forgot it. And now if I was going to go get it, I was going to have to miss the kids' performance. So I guess that's where I'm kind of lucky that I've got some of those reasons to just keep going as well. Not everyone has that to keep driving, but if it wasn't for the kids, I would have ran out of the way I was feeling, the sweaty palms, everything. I would have just ran out of there and got a tablet from not too far down the road, really. But like I said, I would have maybe missed their concert. I ended up not having one anyway. I wrote it out and didn't have one last night at all either. So I think it's a big contributor to what I'm going through now. The starting dose was quite high a couple of weeks ago, and I was told to stay on like 3 a day until I see my doctor next week. But sort of started to come down a bit quicker because I thought I was able to. But yeah, I guess that's we should listen to your doctor sometimes too. But yeah, I know myself. So those clouds probably look nice in the background, don't they? It's nice up here. I know I can handle it, so I think if you're in that situation, try and push it as far as you can as well, because you don't want to get stuck on something else. You know, it's about feeling clean, isn't it? So yeah, so I'm sorry once again that this is going to be a short one. Maybe preferable with my mood today, though. Anyway, right? I just wasn't able to get anything done or do much today that I really wanted to do. Didn't take you along for the ride, and we will do that tomorrow and the next day, that's for sure. And weekend, because I'm going to be working, and there won't be as much time, will there? I think I'll leave it there, guys, now that you can see me. Thanks for tuning in if you have. Bites, don't forget, don't worry, I haven't forgotten your suggestion. I'm just trying to write down a list of the dumbest things I've done when I was drunk. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Hopefully tomorrow's a lot better. Sometimes a good feed and a good sleep fixes all. And some comedy. Don't forget a bit of comedy. What was I going to watch? That's right, I might watch some Gillian Keeves tonight. If you need something to jazz you up, Gillian Keeves is hilarious. So, cheers for joining me. Thanks for your support. Look after yourselves. Cheers.